Hello and welcome to another fantasy football tournament series, number 67. And this is the Christmas Cup, countries that celebrate Christmas, represented by six confederations, 16 participants from those six confederations. It is the season, guys. It's the holidays. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then I hope you still enjoy the video. It's just a unique concept for this time of the year. And it is Christmas Eve here where I am, so Christmas is tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. And I went with four groups of four to go through. You get the picture, right? The host nation, I was going to pick Christmas Island, which is a real life territory island off the coast of Australia. It doesn't have membership in FIFA or AFC or OFC or anything, but they do have a national team, quote unquote, national team. They just don't have the means to host a tournament like this. It's not realistic. They only have one stadium on the entire island. It's not really a stadium. It's a football field. So there'd be no way they could host this without it being a complete mess. So I just went with Australia. So it's kind of like Christmas Island is hosting since they're a territory of Australia. So I just went with Australia. Australia's a large enough landmass to host a tournament like this. So let's go through the groups. Group A is host nation Australia, Norway, Finland, and Canada. Group B is Argentina, Austria, Ghana, and Fiji. Group C is Germany, the Philippines, Czech Republic, and Venezuela. And Group D is the Netherlands, DR Congo, USA, and Italy. So let's jump right in. Group A, I'm just going to say right off the bat, would have a lot of draws. A lot of stalemates in this group. I would be surprised if anyone finishes here with higher than 5 points. So let's go through matches. We have Australia versus Norway. I have this game ending in a 1-1 draw. Finland versus Canada, another 1-1 draw. Australia versus Finland, a 0-0 draw. Pookie Party and that Finnish defense that we saw on display in the UEFA Nations League. They know how to grind results out. Canada versus Norway. Norway wins this match 2-0. Norway versus Finland, a high-scoring 2-2 draw. And Canada versus Australia, just a 1-0 victory for Australia. So, Norway wins the group on 5 points from 1 win and 2 draws. Host nation Australia also on 5 points with 1 win and 2 draws, but inferior goal difference. Finland are eliminated, but guys, they pull a New Zealand 2010. They draw all 3 of their games. They don't lose a single match, but they go out nonetheless. And Canada in last with 1 point from 1 draw and 2 losses. So it's a very lackluster, tight kind of group. 5, 5, 3, 1. Finland and Canada are out. Norway and Australia go through, but Australia fails to win the group as the host nation. Moving on to the next group, Group B. Argentina versus Austria and Ghana versus Fiji. Austria takes the lead on Argentina. Argentina comes back to win the match 2-1. Ghana beats Fiji 4-0. Argentina versus Ghana. I think it'd be a very competitive game. Ghana, a very physical side for Argentina to deal with. But I would go with Argentina to win this game 3-1 over Ghana. And then Fiji versus Austria, I'm going with I'll say a 6-0 victory for Austria. Austria versus Ghana. I do think Austria is a better team. Haven't had such a great recent tournament history. And Ghana, in 2 of the 3 World Cups that they've qualified for, they went on runs to the latter stages. I think Ghana just would have more character than Austria would. Austria very disappointing in Euro 2016. So I'll go with Ghana to win this match. A narrow 1-0 for Ghana. for the Black Stars. And then Fiji versus Argentina. I think Argentina would rest a lot of players for this game, but still would win this 5-0. So I got Argentina winning the group on, 9 points. So Argentina wins all 3 of their games. Ghana in second on 6 points. Austria in third on 3 points. Fiji in last with 0 points. So Austria and Fiji would be out. Moving on to Group C. Germany versus the Philippines. Going with a 7-0 victory for Germany here. And then Czech Republic versus Venezuela. Interesting match. But I go with a 1-0 victory for Czech Republic. Germany versus the Czech Republic. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think the Czechs will get something. They seem to be on the up. They avoided relegation in the Nations League. Germany are in free fall mode. And I think they played Germany close in World Cup qualifying. They are in the same group. And given the current state Germany are in, I'm going to go with the Czechs to get a result. So a 1-1 draw between Germany and Czech Republic. Venezuela versus the Philippines. I'm going with a 4-1 victory. No, a 4-1 victory for Venezuela. Yeah. Sorry, my mind went blank for a moment. 4-1 victory for La Vinotinto. Philippines versus the Czech Republic. I'm going with a 3-1 victory for the Czech Republic to officially win this group on 7 points. And Venezuela versus Germany. Guys, I'm going with Venezuela to get a 1-0 victory with a goal late on in the 90th minute. I think this will be like another Germany versus South Korea type of situation, this time against South American opposition. And don't let Venezuela's finish in qualifying fool you, because South America is one of the more arduous regions to qualify from. In recent years, Venezuela have been on the up. You know, they've been making decent runs in the last 2-3 Copa Americas, dating back to 2011. They're a pretty decent South American team. I've been accused in the past of overrating Venezuela on my channel. I think it's not a nonsense accusation. But look out for Venezuela to make a challenge to qualify for Qatar 2022. The youth level, they've been excelling. They reached the final of the Under-20 World Cup last year. Cesar Farias and Rafael Dudamel completely revamping the Venezuelan national team. And Germany, like I said, Germany is struggling mightily. And if they can lose to South Korea, they can very damn well lose to a team from South America. So I'm going with a 1-0 late drama late on in the 92nd minute, Venezuela to beat Germany 1-0. And Germany's out. No apologies. Germany's eliminated. Philippines are eliminated too. But the way this group finishes is the Czech Republic on 7 points. Venezuela on 6 points. Germany on 4 points. Philippines in last with 0. So Germany and the Philippines are out. Czech Republic and Venezuela are going through. That's nonsense. Group D. The Netherlands versus DR Congo. I'm going with a 3-1 victory for the Netherlands. USA versus Italy. Got some history with Italy. We actually played them a few weeks ago in a friendly. We lost 1-0, conceding a goal on virtually what was the last play of the game. Drew with them 1-1 in the World Cup of 2006. Beat them in a friendly 2-1 with under Jurgen Klinsmann in 2012. Lost to them 3-1 in the 2009 Confederations Cup. But I think that, Italy themselves, just like Germany, not as in a bad shape as Germany, but they're sort of in a transition phase, recovering from not making it to the World Cup in 2018. And the way that the U.S. plays, especially how I suspect they will under Greg Berhalter, who's a very defensive-oriented coach, this is actually not a good matchup for Italy. No joking. Italy has been struggling to score goals for the better part of 12 to 15 months. Italy has struggled to score goals. The lone goal they scored in the UEFA Nations League was a penalty, a dubious penalty that was awarded to Chiesa against Poland, and then they scored late on off a set piece versus Poland in Poland again in stoppage time. So they've been leaving it late on to get the job done. They did just what they needed to do to avoid relegation to League B from League A, but as star-studded and as quality as this Italian team is, they're not out of the rut yet. And I think the USA would get a draw here. So I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw, as a 0-0 draw between the US and Italy. Italy just doesn't respond well to teams that sit back and put numbers behind the ball. They don't. And given recent history between the US and Italy, I think the US is good enough to get a draw here. Netherlands versus USA. Okay, this is where the USA gets pulverized from a resurgent Dutch team. Netherlands would win this match. Oh my goodness. Probably like I'll say 4-0. Netherlands beats the USA 4-0. Italy versus DR Congo. Potential for an upset here. But I'm going to go with Italy to win this game 2-1. It'll be a little close for comfort. I think Congo would play a more expansive style of play against Italy, and they would get found out probably on the counter. DR Congo versus the United States, going with a 1-1 draw. I'd love for the US to win this, but I don't think so. 1-1 draw. And then between Italy and the Netherlands, I could see Italy fending off the Dutch here and grabbing a goal, maybe off of a free kick to nab it 1-0. So I'm going to predict that here. Italy would beat the Netherlands 1-0. So Italy tops the group with 7 points. The Netherlands comes in second with 6 points. USA in a distant third with 2 points. And DR Congo in last with 1 point. USA and Congo are out. Moving on to the quarterfinals. So in the quarterfinals, we have Norway versus Ghana, Italy versus Venezuela, Argentina versus Australia, and the Czech Republic versus the Netherlands. Norway versus Ghana. Two very contrasting styles here. Lars Lagerbäck up against the Black Stars. I'm going to go with a... I'm going to go the 1-0 victory for Norway. I think it'll be a very competitive game. A couple of years ago, probably would have picked Ghana to come through, but I like the rebuilding that Norway is going through lately, the promotion to League B, and look out for Norway to possibly get to Euro 2020, maybe even World Cup 2022. So 1-0 victory for Norway over Ghana. Italy, the Group D winners versus Venezuela, the runners-up. I'm going to go with an upset here. I got Venezuela taking this on penalties. Think Italy will struggle to break them down. It'll end 0-0 after 120 minutes. And Venezuela comes through on penalties. Yeah, that's my prediction. Is it controversial? Not really, honestly. It's not like I'm picking them to lose to Nicaragua or anything. They're losing to a decent South American side. So, yeah. Got a couple of, I guess you can say, surprises in here in the quarterfinals, but not really. I got Venezuela over Italy on penalties is what I have. Argentina versus Australia. Argentina wins 2-0. 2-0, and the host nation goes out. Czech Republic, Group C winners versus Group D runners-up, the Netherlands. I've gone with a 2-0 victory for the Netherlands. So how about that? Only one of the 4 group winners gets to the semifinals, and that's Argentina. All the other 3 semifinalists are group runners-up. So in the first semifinal, the first unlikely semifinal, we have Norway versus Venezuela. And I'm going with the country that isn't currently in financial ruin to continue their Cinderella run to the final, with Venezuela getting the victory here, 2-1 over Norway. Yes, Venezuela are in the Christmas Cup final. Norway will go to the third place game. Argentina versus the Netherlands. A 1-1 draw. Goes to penalties, just like the 2014 World Cup semifinal. And this time the Netherlands beats Argentina on penalties. So, Holland goes through on penalties. The third place game is Norway versus Argentina. And I've gone with a 3-1 victory for Argentina. So Norway will come in 4th in the Christmas Cup. Did well to get there. Argentina finishes in 3rd. The final of the Christmas Cup is Venezuela versus the Netherlands. 2 teams that lost a game on the way here. A victory for the Dutch. Yes, it is the Netherlands who win the tournament. And they do so by a scoreline of high scoring. A lot of goals in this game. 4-2. 4-2. So, Venezuela comes in 2nd. The Netherlands win the Christmas Cup. So the Netherlands in 1st, Venezuela in 2nd, Argentina in 3rd, Norway in 4th. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you the day after Christmas or the day after that. Take care. Merry Christmas to you guys. Peace.